This is what you look like on 1024, okay, guys? Cut it out. You look weird. Stop it. Stop it. Okay? No more. We got another 1024 black bars this time. Another 1024 Andy. This time, it's your boy. It's the kid. That's right. It's BNTET. He's the only one, okay, who's going to be able to use this without scrutiny. Okay, no. Actually, there's so many good players that use 1024 black bars. It's so annoying. Let's check out BNTET, man. How you been? How have you been, BNTET? Mr. Hansel Ferdinand, the best Polish player to ever do it outside of Virtus Pro. How have you been? How are the statistics looking? I know it's not too hot. It's a downhill slope. It's not even winter, and we got ski slopes on the stats. What the fuck? Come on, bro. What is happening? Gen G in general, not too hot right now. I want to do a demo on automatic. He's been, we know automatic, one of the best North American players of all time. Yeah, actually, he's not been doing too bad. There's some good games here. I didn't know about this. I missed a lot of Gen G games. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at these. This looks like a really strong one. Yeah, some of these are not so bad. Okay. Okay. Felt like he was being kind of quiet. Look at this, man. BNTET, all in the greens. Lowest death, highest rating. Really good stuff. What an import. This shit's tapering off a little bit. Oh, wow, that's still all above 1. That's how good this guy is, man. This guy was like calling in 4 languages. He was like Krishna. 6 arms. All right. Doing it all over in China. The Indonesian. Multilingual. Fragger. IGL. Star player. Clutcher. This match we're looking at right now. BNTET ace with 1v2 clutch. BNTET 1v4 T-side bomb plant. You want to watch these? Let's just watch these.
Peaking individually. That's another pick for the AWPs. It's going great for Triumph.
A lot of the success for Gen G has come from Daps in opening duels. He's at 4 and 2 now. Some gets a 1 for 1. We know enough now, and Penny's also going to grab automatic. So BNTET, we know, doesn't fancy himself too badly in these clutches, and that's the reason. Very sharp, accuracy like a turret.
He's doing it again, isn't he? Open plant for him. He's going to drop a Molotov to CT. Riot can't rotate in, actually, and he's going to set himself up here towards that new box position. Triumph have a couple of smokes to their disposal, so they can chuck that on the bomb if they wish to do so. They're taking their time clearing out ruins, looking for BNTET. They expect him to have pushed into a closer position.
Would be vintage here from BNTET if he pulls his 3-on-1 clutch off, and that's about it. Gen G gonna grab the round thanks to
How can one man be so sick? You know how loud Som yelled when he clutched that? I mean, I didn't hear, but I could hear it. The next one. No. We're going to watch this one on the demo. Let's see this one.
Daps there from stairs.
This is in the second half. We're not watching this.
Molly goes under Valve. Triumph make their way out A main. It's actually going to be a missed jungle smoke or deep instead, just trying to bait out something. BNTET still just waiting here at Sandwich, hoping that the attention can be drawn, and it looks like that's been done. Toothboy make it a third. He wants more as well. Back for fourths, maybe.
He's deathmatching.
AK instead. Automatic slits it through, and
he's deathmatching, man. That's the BNTET we're going to watch today. I'm hyped. Let's go ahead and watch that. This is the game. Okay, so this is the game in question. BNTET over the 2 maps. Phenomenal. But Mirage, 180R. And on the T side specifically, over 100. 16-8 here. 1.77 rating, leading the charge. Tim Ta up to about 100 himself. But this time it's going to be about BNTET, and I'm going to be able to figure out how to not jump around so much. And unfortunately, it's on black bars, but I decided I would watch it in their resolution, so maybe the worst decision we've ever made on this YouTube channel. I feel like I'm taking up unnecessary real estate with my webcam where it is. I'm just going to pop it over. This is such an ugly video. I'm sure some of you are happy. Should we watch the black bars one and stretch? It just seems so wrong. This just seems so wrong. BNTET. Wow, look at that gap. That's confidence. That is pure confidence. A 0 gap. How could you not be scared of this man? 0 gap on this much stretch on 4-3. Look, what the hell, man? You can't learn anything from this guy. What are you supposed to learn? No one can replicate this. This gap's the size of a watermelon. Wow. Easy moves, man. Didn't crouch too much. And we're going to get some more probably... We'll see if he's out in front. We're going to get some more entry pathing techniques here on Mirage. Map is extremely popular. It's crazy how Dust 2 or Mirage has become the Dust 2 of Counter-Strike maps in the past year or so. Being picked in almost every single pug, every single Face-It ESCA game. Top teams, top players and top teams use their like individual plays in the... Wow. Okay, Ryan's like, slow it down, buddy. Damn, they decided to try to scrum up A with the AK on the anti-eco. A bold move. An FPL play right there. But it was BNTET. He said, I'm feeling it, guys. Who? Oh, and then they lose. Yeah. Rough. Tough. Got a little reset here. I'm sure they do well in the half. Relegated instantly to the P250 from the AK. Oh, how the great have fallen. How the dead have fallen. Yikes. Flash out, fourth in. Surely we'll pick up some trades. Instant dink. Yeah, alright. I mean, he's quick with it. He's just one of those guys that just makes it look soup. What the fuck? I wasn't gonna swear. Instant demonetization. That frag looks so weird on GoTV. Instant. Oh, this is the round he's actually gonna win? Is this an ace? You're joking. We're gonna go back and watch it again. That was disgusting. That was absolutely disgusting. That was disgusting. The last 150-degree flick, obtuse flick to the cat bricks. And he gets all the damage off this round too. It's not just cleanup kills. Shake dies on low health, 1 bullet, but this one. Who knocked? Who knocked, he said. Beat is closed, Junior. Now his own smoke here to lurk back into the site to set this play up for himself, which is also kind of cool to see. And he grabs that frag off of the smoke and then uses the other one to do the exact same thing. Oh, just beautiful, man. Plays him like a fiddle. Reads him like a picture book. This man just took the door off the hinges. Wow. Wow, that was inspiring. What a play. What a player. Let's see, 4-2, 7. He's got more kills than the whole other team. More kills than his team. Oh, I'm switching to gap 0, man. Just says BNTET 3 times on his AK. Listen, you got to put yourself on. You don't put yourself on, you can't count on other people to put you on, okay? You ever get stickers in the game, I want you to put your name all over those guns. Loud and proud. Connector flash, window smoke. Swing and he's gone. What's the play now? Plan for cat. Leave BNTET top mid. See if BNTET goes closet and chills, or if he's... Oh, sorry. They're actually coming back to connector. They lose a player faking, but it's pulled 2 players in rotation, so it's worth. That is one very scary plant. And does get denied, but it does put Triumph in a very powerful position. Okay. Place your bets. It wasn't clipped, so maybe it wasn't pretty, but it could be the 1v2. Sitting on the bomb, one of the most underrated things you can do in after plant positions. Shut the hell up. He doesn't stop. He's got so much fuel in the tank. What on earth? That is crazy. Super clutch, man. Very common. We saw that Inferno 1v4 as well. Kind of same deal. Just picked a nice timing. Waited until the CTs were at a certain point of the clutch. Clearing stuff out. Swing. Commit. This guy. He caused attack timeout. They probably just started yelling at each other. What the fuck? How'd you lose that? If you guys switch the black bars off this video, I've done a disservice to my community. I might have to switch, I'll be honest. I'll never understand it, but who am I to judge? I'm not the one collecting a salary. Playing at the top of North America. Owning the next up-and-coming talent in Triumph. That's BNTET. And he's on black bars. Let's keep them moving. Some of these anti-eco situations look scary with Gen G. Like, they're getting killed in these... I feel very scared sometimes of their plants. like the way BNTET swung on A ramp on that second round. It's like, do they need to do that? The scrim up A, what's the... That seems just a little bit scary. Of course, you know, Ryan hits a crazy scout shot. You can't account for that. But there's a couple of things. Like, you leave the AK in an irretrievable position, potentially, if it gets even farther out. And because it's anti-eco, you know, do you need to start off the round so quickly? Like, what if it was the crawl up to A ramp with a few CTs? Daps loves to call scouting missions, though, as well, which I think is powerful, especially on on Inferno, where you just cannot get a certain amount of information safely. Having a MAC-10 going on one site just to see if it's a stack, sometimes that can be very powerful. All right, trades come through. Just establishing on mid control. I actually really, I like the way Daps calls. I'll be honest. Like, so I see their T rounds, and I just think Gen G are just one of those teams that when they look good, they look great, and when they look bad, it looks awful. So like things just seem to either landslide one way or the other. But sometimes their T sides, I feel like the idea behind it looks sometimes it's compelling. Oh wow, what a way to peek that! A huge bait. But do you know what I mean? Like, their defaults sometimes really good. Sometimes it feels like they just maybe get a bit so spread thin that something they can fall apart like a house of cards. Does that make sense? You lose one player, one player dies, and then people are so spread out. They start having to make hero plays, and then you just go into these landslide losses. But then on the other hand, it's like when it works well, everyone's coordinated, cohesive. Like different points on a spider web, like you can just crush the defense and you get so much information. So mid smokes go out, bombs going up Palace. Excuse me. I don't know what that was. Had something spicy earlier. This is interesting. No one A ramp. Oh, they're canceling. I wonder what made them cancel. Lots of noise too. It might be a good read. I mean, there's 2 connector here. Lots of mid control here from Triumph. Mid players may be a liability. Yeah, B's definitely a decent adjustment, potentially. BNTET up front. Damn. I guess things got sketchy when they... The T-sides have a lot to talk about. It's like one of these situations where I kind of want to watch the whole round and look at other perspectives. But one of those situations where things got too quiet and Triumph were smart and made sure to look for information. It's so sad to see Triumph fall apart with Curry having to go to school because he's got brown parents and Grim getting poached by Liquid. I say that in the meanest way possible, but, you know, I'm happy for Grim. I'm happy for Liquid. I'm just really sad that there isn't just a team. Because, like, no team has 5 stars. Like, Grim and Curry and Junior, like, all these guys are just so good together. And, you know, some of them maybe don't make it or make it as far alone. But together, united as one, Triumph. They were making waves. Sucks that that can happen. BNTET, king of the castle. Just that point about diminishing returns, kind of just leaving someone at mid is huge. So much information, and he can pick his timings. Finds an awkward one there with Penny. Just needs to win the duel, and Penny bests him this time around. So a bit quiet here. I'll just go ahead and skip. Triumph win. And it would have been cool to see how BNTET's lurk ended up going. But sometimes you're going to catch those timings. The idea is that you take some risks sometimes. You patrol between some angles sometimes. You throw a flashbang here or there. Sometimes things don't work out. But if you're the better team, you know, over the course of a best of 30 game, you should win. That still doesn't always end up being true. But that's why we have best of 3s. Okay, so specific focus here to establish on mid. BNTET doesn't seem to move a lot without the rest of the game plan moving ahead without him. Or before him, I should say. Ladder room control is amazing. In this map, you know, getting info for window, jungle, ladder, and you're pretty damn safe as well. It's a big spot to be in for T's, and it's flexible because you can go A or B. I think it's amazing to center your game plan around ladder room control, no matter what you do. Quiet and clean. Everybody else did the work for him. BNTET. There's not a wrinkle in his suit. Okay. Let me move on forward. It's a really strong early half so far. Take another look at that AK. All them stickers. Oh, that's a bad way to start off the day. That's like stubbing your toe on the bathroom door. Right there. Getting off through a wall in your default. Just wake up with red eyes. You're pissed. He looks like he's going to jump this, yeah? Footsteps will be heard. Okay, so... Wow, Eco's getting a little bit hairy here, and Moose ends up finishing him off too. Oh, I'd be tilted. Nothing makes me more tilted than getting offed. Simple as that. It doesn't even have to, it doesn't even matter how. Dying in one click. Oh. That's why I automatic switch to opping. Because he hates people. He's a bad dude. He wants to ruin your day. Mid on the docket. Connect your molly. Jump across top boxes. No counter mollies top boxes. And he'll sit and wait patiently. Let's go ahead and speed this boy up. Oh my god. Why did I have to miss that? This is why you guys are telling me to... Okay. I'm going to do... I'm going to go 1,000%. I'm going to go back to watch that one more time. Teammates coming out underpass. You guys are going to yell at me.
This is why you should watch the demo first. It's right down the routes, and then you give them to, then you give us the clean product, and then we don't have to watch your bullshit, Wanders.
Point taken. Point taken. Why does he kill them both? Moose is like spotting for his cross, and it's just really nice break control. You know, I pulled down way too much. I watched this and I'm like, man, he's just not putting that much effort into it. You know what I mean? Like, I pulled down, like, if I don't get this kill, I'm gonna die in real life. That's how much I pulled down. I gotta take a page out of BNTET's book. Relax a bit. Firing fire. And there's the entry pathing. Stuck to the wall, crossing across the site, not going through the middle. Get shot between triple and... do you see that consistent pattern with the entry pathing just on everywhere? Some of it's more obvious than other spots, but yeah, here obviously, if you can find a wall and put your back to it, you get in the middle of, you know, the fundamental value of crossfires for the CTs, and just limit the degrees of angles that you need to clear. So you just walk across by bench. You can even jump over the bench to see onto triple, come around triples, clear out some angles on sandwich. And once you get to triple, excuse me, you can clear out sandwich properly, move to default, fight Tetris, take all these unfair fights. Clear under balk. Every time you got to clear that wall, because sometimes players have a 2 rifle out set up in mid where they'll have one holding the cross top mid, one watching for underpass, and they just work together. And sometimes it's like if one person gets a kill, the other one gets a free kill, and sometimes both of you die at once. Genji have to survive another anti-eco here. There's a top connector smoke, maybe to threaten the top cat presence. It can actually draw people out towards mid. Jesus, Penny actually walked all the way up here, and he has been the bane of BNTET's existence this game. Knows how he lurks. And to be fair, BNTET's not entirely unpredictable. Just, I mean, it's not like it's weird to be at top mid on defaults, holding boxes most rounds. But yeah, it's kind of like a you know where to find him type vibe. Yeah, and just never really first out. I mean, why would you want when your best clutcher's first out anyway? Almost the end of the half, it feels like BNTET hasn't gotten a kill in months. But he's already at 16 frags. He had that 1v2. He had the ace. I think he had the 3K on the pistol. It's like when he's at impact, his impact has been huge. But a couple of these rounds just dying at the top of mid on the default. It's like he needs more. Well, first of all, he needs a post plant. That's where he shines. He needs to be on a bomb site. That's where he shines. He needs stimulation. Can't just leave him twiddling his thumbs at top boxes. Sleeping. Triple molly. All the mollies. Run out molly. It's a carpet fire. And they spam the only angle. That might be a little bit sneaky. And wow. Nice round here from Ryan. Wow. Okay, that was a very uneventful half overall. We look at this. What was that? That was kind of surprising. I mean, it's surprising because he had such insane rounds. He really did have insane rounds. I mean, he had a great stat line here for this T side. It wasn't really all about the entrying. It wasn't really about his like defaults. He did get the 2 kills at mid on that one hold from the top boxes. That was actually very good. It was funny because he died a few times to the ecoing rounds. He lost one straight up rifle duel to Penny. He lost a deagle crawl up mid on the right side of the boxes to Penny. He got op once by Moose in the B apps in the default. He got killed there, opposite fire by Ryan, no kills. But then when the rounds that he exploded, I mean, he just went off. So that was a real mixed bag, kind of interesting. Real highs and lows here for BNTET in this map. I think. Did we have a win here? Yeah, 16-10, 16-14. So this was just now, I believe, yesterday's match. And do you guys have an automatic game that we should watch? I do want to watch one actually soon. There potentially, I see one really high kill game here. We're just looking for good halves. That's the best way to do it. Just so it's digestible. We're at 27 minutes because we watched all those clutches in the beginning. I had to rewind that one round. But anyways, that was kind of. I feel like I'm learning something. Like I really didn't know a lot about the way BNTET played, besides the fact that you always see him in clips. Yeah, but no real, I guess, criticisms. I mean, there was stuff there. I was like, interesting, but I don't know. It was kind of funny. Just like when it got boring in the default, it seemed like that's when he died the most, and when he was left alone in clutch, like with no one to worry about, and all the pressure on him, that's when he was the most impactful. That and the pistol. But anyways, that was cool. We'll come back at it if you got people that you want to watch. This is a BNTET day where he just played really well. That's why we took a look at this. And BNTET at his peak is one of those players that we always like to talk about. It's one of the best in the world. And yeah. So tomorrow, the day after, what do you guys want to see? I think the next one I'm gonna do is a demo review of myself, one of my crummy pugs, where I just wanted to see what were the decisions that I made and why they worked or why they didn't. So that might be interesting. We'll give that a shot, and then that's it. I'll come back for another Coach Lau. Hit me up on Twitter if you want to talk. Peace.